Hi there, YouTubers. Today we're going to discuss arcade tokens right after this. So I think that most everyone that's under the age of about 50 should be familiar with arcade tokens. We've all probably played several video games in our lives. Starting in the late 70s, arcades and with pinball games and video games were very popular. Here's one from my hometown, Grants Pass. It's dated 1981. Rogue River Amusement Company. I actually remember going to this arcade, and you would take a couple dollars, and usually you got more than 4 tokens for $1. You'd get 5 or 6. So your dollar lasted a little longer than other locations where you would play video games like at pizza parlors and such. That was one of the points of going to an arcade. We've got a few others that are kind of local. Here's one for Spirit Mountain Casino. This is just for the arcade. Here's one, Northwest Video. I really don't know much about it, but it's got this little wizard guy in the back. I thought it was cool. I showed this one off in my last video. Here's an arcade token from Wendy's, the Wendy's Game Zone. But this one comes from Georgia, the country. You can see all the writing on the edge here. So probably the king of all arcades is the Chuck E. Cheese. These started in 1977. The oldest one I got is the 1979 here. I think 77 is like the rarest one. And you'll see it also Pizza Time Theater, Chuck E. Cheese. Some of them have the city, like this one's Huntington Beach, California. And then later they just got to be kind of generic. Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese. And they'll have a variety of different styles of Chuck E. Cheese on them. It's kind of the older pointed nose style. I don't have any of the young Chucky, just the adult one. So those are always fun. You will see quite a variety of arcade tokens from pizza joints. So these kind of go in with my fast food tokens. Here's Pizza Street, John's Incredible Pizza, Billy Bob's Pizza, Papa Z's Pizza, and on and on. There's all sorts of them. So one of the things that makes arcade tokens pretty fun is that not only is there a lot of variety, and you can do things like focus on Chuck E. Cheese, or you can focus on pizza places. That's half my pizza places. Here's the other half. CC's and Peter Piper Pizza. Yeah, so there's a lot of focus that you can have on them, or you can be really general and just have tons of them. This one's a Family Fun Center. Has Pac-Man on the back, kind of like the Namco tokens. Some of them can get really generic. There's one for Cinemark. There's a cat on it. This is probably one of the more popular arcade tokens you're going to find. There's a Sega City. And one of my kind of local ones, Tilt. I don't know how many Tilts there are, but there was definitely one in Medford, Oregon that I played at quite a bit in my younger days. It was in the mall there. Let's see. There's another. So you also find a lot of bowling alleys. So here's one for Lava Lanes. This one's in Medford as well. And here's kind of a generic looking one, but it's Lanes and Links, Medford, Oregon. So you'll find tons of family fun centers. Here's one, Haunted Trails, which I think is in the South Side Chicago. It's kind of a Halloween themed family fun park. There's a Pacific Coin and Vending. Again, kind of a generic, but is branded. There's a Barcade. I think this the original arcade bar, so this one's more towards adults. You'll see this also has a web address on it, so that means that it dates in the last 25 years or so. So a lot of these are pretty modern. You can get into them really cheap. I mean, I think I paid like $25 for about 10 pounds of them. And you know, there are a lot of other things like car wash tokens and so on, but there are tons of arcades in that, and just a bunch that I picked up over time. There's one, the Boardwalk Arcade, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I think this one used to be called the Gay Dolphin. Yeah, there are a lot of varieties. There's a lot of ways that you can specialize in this field, or you can, you know, be very broad in collecting. There's one of the Namco ones. This is another pretty generic. This says Namco with Pac-Man on it. There is a book about arcade and amusement tokens, but it was published in 1984, I think. So almost none of these would be in the book. So, you know, and even on websites, there's a, you know, token catalog, and there's actually an arcade token catalog, but it's not super extensive, you know, and just the ones that I have here, I looked up, you know, a lot of them, and I'd say probably, you know, maybe as high as 40% weren't listed anywhere. So, you know, it's a fun little niche in the, you know, coin collecting that you can get into. You can get into it super cheap and have a really vast collection. And I really enjoy them because it's kind of a throwback to my childhood, though honestly I was kind of, you know, I was never a big arcade kid because I grew up in the country. So going to an arcade was something special. It wasn't something I did every day like some kids. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and think about subscribing. Thanks for watching.